HQ. This is Whiskey Mike Charlie requesting radio check. Over.
Yeah, War Machine Company. This is HQ. That's a good copy.
Hey, I'm Angel with War Machine Company, and I got a special guest on the channel today. Why don't you introduce yourself, man?
Banks, I'm the man behind spraying the guns that you see on the show.
Yeah, you are, man. So why don't you tell people about yourself, man?
Well, I'm currently active duty Air Force in 10 years, and I make sure people die.
What's your MOS?
I'm a munitions systems technician, or ammo for short.
Okay, sweet, man, sweet. I just gotta say thank you for what you do, man. You've done great work on spraying these guns, man. Rattle counting it. Can you let the people know how we met and how this all came together here?
Alright, so me and one of the homies were like, hey, yo, dude, you want to go to the range tomorrow? We're like, yeah, what you want to do? We'll figure it out, bro. And I was like, all right, cool. So we went, we saw that most of the range was packed where we were going to shoot at. So we went down to the long range and stopped at the open bay, and Angel was there. And long story short, he was like, hey man, I got guns. I like your paint, and you're gonna paint my guns for me. I don't know if you know this or not, but you're gonna paint my guns for me.
Yeah. So he thought I was a weirdo. All right. So when they came up to the bay, they asked, can they shoot with us? And we said, yeah, guys, you guys can shoot with us, but just know that, you know, the safety precautions when you're going up, you're hot, when you're coming back cold, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, cool. And he was talking to the Ralph, right? Your friend you was with, and you was sitting there talking to Ralph, and I was just looking at your gun, and I was like, yo, man, that's that fucking camo spray. First, honestly, I thought it was kind of Cerakoted from where I was at, and I was like, well, I wonder who Cerakoted his AR. Then I got a little close. I'm like, I think it's rattle spray, but damn, it looks good. And I'm like, and I think I asked you, I said, who sprayed your gun? And you was like, I did. I said, hey, man, do you mind doing mine? This is the one he did, guys, and it came out really fucking good, man. So Banks, can you let the people know, like, what's the process of rattle cannon or camouflaging your weapon when it comes to spraying it? Like, because a lot of people don't want to do it. They're scared they're gonna like overspray or fuck it up. But give us like your technique of how you do it, because you have a intricate way of actually spraying this thing down.
So spray painting is easy. We can all do it. It's just if you feel like you can do it, then go ahead and try. What's the worst? It's paint. So obviously, first thing you want to do is cover all glass. That means cover your optic, cover also not only your optic, but also the front sight post and your rear sight post back here. You're gonna want to go ahead and stuff the exit port, and then anything else that you feel is important. Anything dealing with action, especially for AKs, you might not want to get the paint gunk up inside of here. 9 times out of 10, leave your mag in. If you leave your mag in, you don't have to worry about getting paint inside of there, messing everything up. Get back here, pull the stock all the way out. That way you can spray the whole stock, because you never know if you're gonna have extended stock or not. And then all your attachments, any buttons that may get gummed up, your light, because if your light's covered, guess what you're not doing? You're not seeing anything.
Right, you're inoperable.
Yeah, so it's pretty much, if there's anything that needs to be covered,
all right,
that you think should be covered, that won't work if it's not covered, cover it.
Okay. And I remember when you were spraying the optics. I had the Trichicon here, then I have the Romeo 5. So guys, like I said, this is his work. But I remember too when we sprayed, you did cover up the glass with the blue tape.
Yep.
And then I think we were both a little like hesitant about the buttons.
Yep.
But guys, if you spray your buttons, it's still going to be tactile. You can still hit them, and you can still hit your buttons, and the paint doesn't really affect the on and off switch of the optics. So we was a little worried about that, but I mean, it came out very well, man. You did a great job. So what made you, was this your first spray?
This was my first spray ever.
Now, what made you want to camouflage your weapon?
Well, I've been spraying stuff since I was a child. I used to spray paint skateboards for my friends, so I figured, hey, if I can spray paint that and make custom stuff for them, I can make custom stuff for me. I bought the gun, I shot the gun a couple times, and I had no skill other than spray painting. I wasn't the greatest shooter, but I at least wanted to say, hey, I got my own gun. like it looks like mine. That, and it's a black gun. A black gun blends into nothing. Not saying I'm shooting out in the woods, but a black gun blends into nothing.
Right, that's true. That's very true. That is very true. So yeah, man, I mean, it came out real good, man. Like I said, when I saw yours, I was just like,
No.
I was like, you did that? You was like, yeah. And I was just like, wow. I love the color, man. Love how the brown and the green and what is that, tan?
Yeah.
How it just blended in, man. It came out very well. Very well. I mean, I fell in love with the gun, and I was like, man, you've got to do my gun. You've got to do mine. So yeah. So you know, Banks ended up doing both of my guns. He did my AR pistol that you see here, and then he did such a good job that. When did I bring you the AK? Was it a week or two later?
It was probably the next weekend. He hit me up later that week, probably on like a Thursday, like, hey man, you want to do a thing? And I'm like, what? I'm thinking he's like, hey, you want to go shoot guns or something? He's like, no, you want to spray paint
He's like,
my gun?
He's
I was like,
this guy's calling me again to spray paint his gun.
I was like, I mean, I'm at the store getting paint right now for other stuff.
You was at Ralph I was at Lowe's, right?
Yeah, we were at Lowe's getting stuff, and I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'll get another different can of brown, and we'll try this out.
But man, it actually, man, Banks, man, it came out really well. By the way, guys, I normally don't say this on the channel, but these guns have been checked. I mean, the way you did this one, man, it actually has, in my opinion, like an apocalyptic feel to it. That brown, that dark brown. I don't know, man. I love that one, but this one just seems so apocalyptic the way you did it. Now tell me about the triggers. Do you normally spray your trigger, or you keep that covered as well?
So on my original spray, I sprayed the trigger. I didn't care. It was a normal crappy mil-spec trigger, really spongy squeeze, so I didn't really care. I knew I was gonna swap it out for another trigger, so I definitely taped off everything. But with yours, I wanted to tape off stuff, especially the face of the trigger, because not everybody shoots with gloves on. So sometimes that face gets a little gummed up and gets a little slippery with paint. Usually takes a bit to wear off. So yeah, I definitely tape off all the trigger area as much as possible.
Okay, all right, man. Wow. So, any other projects you got coming up or down the line, or?
Probably respray this.
All right. So, what makes you think? Why do you think you need to respray this one?
Because I sprayed yours. And, I used some techniques in spraying yours that I didn't use in mine. I've used some different leaves and twigs and bushes and stuff, and I prefer the look on your guns better than I do on mine, so it won't be a full spray.
Right. So can you tell the people what like vegetation you use when it came to like the leaves and the because you had some different type of leaves and branches that you was using when you were spraying both of these. So can you kind of go into that, or you just got some random stuff off the trees, or what do you prefer when you do this process?
So I am no botanist. So I can't tell you the scientific name for these bushes, but everybody's got them in front of their house. I promise you that. Or at least down in my neighborhood, we all got them. So I just literally went out there with some little snips, snip, and just start peeling off the back leaves and just started laying. I can't even tell you what kind of stuff I use, but I can tell you I use not good ones when I sprayed my gun.
Like I said, a lot of people are scared to touch their firearms, man. They're scared to spray it. Some people, you hear people overspray. Then now, what happens when you fuck it up and you overspray? Do you have to get some kind of remover or some nail polish remover, or how do you start over if you mess up spraying?
If you start over, good luck. Because if you gotta start over too late in the game, then you're gonna be doing a lot of cleanup. But if you just overspray it a little bit, just take a little paper towel or shop towel, make a little square out of it and dab it, and you can get enough of the paint off. But if you have to take off a big section, you probably just want to go ahead and get some like 220 grit sandpaper and let it dry, and just go ahead and buff that whole area down and then reshoot.
Wow.
Or you can go the paint remover route.
Okay. So hey, actually while I have you here, you mind going over your AR setup? How you got your AR set up?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So my AR is a Radical Arms AR-15. Chambered in 5.56.
Right.
On top I have a Huey Gen 2. It's a normal holographic sight similar to the EOTech. Also has night vision capabilities. I don't have nods. I'm not that rich. I'm of the poor class, guys. I'm of the poor class. I just spent a lot of money on stuff. Up top, I have the Vortex 3x magnifier because all my friends have LPVOs. Okay. I do not. I wanted close stuff, not far stuff. Okay. They have to do a whole lot of this, that, and the other when they're going between short and long targets. Honestly, I've gotten comfortable enough that I can leave this in line 90% of the time, hitting short and long targets. My charging handle is whatever came with the gun itself.
Right.
Not anything special. It did come with ambidextrous safety selector.
Okay.
Which was pretty nice. It was a little bit extra work when I had to swap in the trigger. Speaking of the trigger, it's the LaRue Tactical.
Yeah, that had a good reset.
Yeah. The meticulously built trigger. It's pretty nice.
On that, but I love that LaRue. I didn't know they were that cheap. How much you said your that one was running?
I think I bought it for $99, $100.
Wow.
No more than 110, and it shipped pretty quick for something that's highly sought after. I got mine in less than 7 days.
Okay.
I also have backup iron sights because, hey, why not? Why not? Because the Vortex, all the Vortex stuff comes with quick release. So I can, everything goes down or breaks, I can take these off and I can go caveman.
Right.
For a bit.
Right. So you already got to side them in to co-witness. So if there's something happens here, you're fucking ready to roll with it.
Yep. Okay. The light, I'm of the poor class, like I told you guys. This is an O-light, but it is a really nice, fancy O-light.
A lot of people shit on O-light, but O-light makes pretty good products.
Yeah, so I got it because it looked cool, and also I can take this off as a quick detach and use it as a normal flashlight.
Wow.
Which was like, I don't need to go and like shoot people tomorrow, but I might need a flashlight in my house.
That's true.
So if I know that thing's always charged because it's always on the gun, it's always charged. Let's go ahead and just take this, go peep around the house real quick, and yeah.
All right, awesome, man. You got a pretty setup, man. Like I said, it's in a very very attractive gun. When I saw it, definitely wanted you to do mine. So if I can ask you one question, are you going to be doing this in the future for people, or or just a hobby for yours, or you don't know where it's going? Because I tell you, you do great work. You do great work. I already made you a verb. Like, I'm turning you into a verb. Like, this is the Banks edition. Like, when you get your gun looking like this, you Banksed it. It's Banksy. You Banksed it, right?
I like it. Hey, yo, Banksy, don't come after me because I'm spraying. So chill.
Yeah, Banksy's also a painter, guys.
Yeah.
But are you going to be doing this in the future, or you don't know yet?
I don't know because not many people have come up to me and asked me to spray their guns. Now, if somebody asks me to spray their gun, all right, sure, we can come to an agreement and get that sprayed. But it's not something that I'm out just advertising on a daily.
You're doing an excellent job. You should be proud, man. And I think you got some talent here. And I look forward to seeing you prosper doing this. And well, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Banks, again, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it. And guys, definitely like, subscribe, comment, and turn on your notifications. So whenever we make videos, guys, you can definitely know when the videos are on the channel. And let us know definitely how you got your AR-15 or your AK, how you got yours rattle can sprayed. This is Angel with War Machine Co. Guys, stay safe, stay in the fight. War Machine. I'm out.
Whiskey Mike, you are cleared RTB.
Yeah, this is War Machine Company, tracking. We are RTB at this time.